This is a good spot. What do you think? Is this a good shot? It's a good shot. Hello, everyone. It's been quite a minute. My name is Wembe, and this is Thank You, Universe. And I am so happy to be back here with y'all on the internet, having this lovely connection and talking about some cool stuff. I haven't made videos for a good minute. Not really going to talk about that much in this video because there's still some things I need to digest, some thoughts I'm still processing before I want to speak on it. But suffice it to say, just like, the whole world and everyone else, I have been going through a shadow cycle, and that has made uploading regularly not a thing. But it is again, and I am back. This cat's back in the game. And today, to start things off, we're going to talk about magic and how to spiritually protect yourself. And we're going to discuss fear and the lowdown, the real nitty-gritty on fear and what it is. And this knowledge will arm you so that you can spiritually protect yourself from, any type of magical attacks, from any emotional attacks. Straight up demons are coming at you. This is the most powerful tool for any mage, any magical person, whatever you identify as. It's a great tool for you. It'll work. And that is understanding fear. So what is fear? When you are afraid, that is a vibration that says this thing that I'm afraid of, this thing, or this thing that I'm afraid of, it has power over me. It is causing me fear because it has the power to create something that I do not desire. And so when you are afraid of something, you are giving it your power. You are literally giving it your power. You are in a vibration. Remember, the universe, everything is vibration. Like, everything in the universe is just an illusion and nothing is real. It's all vibration. So when you let your vibration come to that set point and get afraid, and you're like, what's that thing in the bush behind me? It's probably a grizzly bear, or maybe it's just like a cute little rabbit messing around. But if you give things your power by being afraid of it, you are in that vibration. That is the energetic signal that you are radiating out. This thing has the power to destroy me, or to change me, or to alter my experience in a way that I do not want to happen. And yeah, being afraid of something, if you are afraid of it, then your fear is valid because it has the ability to affect you. So the number one rule, the greatest thing that you can remember, is that you are the most powerful entity in your reality. No being, whatever God, demon, your mom, cousin, your neighbor across the street, no one has any more power than you in your reality. You are the God of your reality, let's say. I know some people are a little uncomfortable with that kind of language, but I mean, really, this is your experience. And if you want to know what I think about it, I think we are all different aspects of the universe experiencing itself. We're all different lenses, and so we are God. Like, we're just God in different forms, looking at ourselves and learning about ourselves. And you're a very powerful entity, so you have to empower yourself to get over fear. Do not give into the fear. Empower yourself and recognize your power. Really and truly, if you believe that things have power over you, a lot of people can get stuck in these cycles. They've lived really challenging lives, dealt with a lot of challenging experiences, trauma, things that have happened to them. And so you get in this mindset of fear, and you're like, oh, all these things are just attacking me my whole life, and I'm afraid of them, and I want to get away from them. And I have that fear built deeply, deeply in my energetic body. Lots of people in today's world have that fear. But that's because you were disempowered by being disconnected from your true self, your authentic power. This experience is for you. This is your life. No entities, however malevolent or benevolent, have the ability to overpower you in your life, in your experience. Remembering this and remembering your own power and getting in touch with your own power is what will help you to not be overwhelmed. It's like this movie that I love, Heartless, with Jim Sturgis. It's got some pretty fire music, highly recommend it, but basically the main character has a lot of self-esteem issues. He wants to find love. He feels like he's unlovable because of this heart-shaped scar on his face, but it's like, come on, Jim Sturgis. We all know you're beautiful no matter what kind of scars you have. But he makes a deal with the devil, Papa B, and at the end, when he finally overcomes his fear and stops giving his power away to the devil, what Papa B says is, it doesn't work when you're not afraid. And that's when all the illusion that the devil created in his life just falls away, because that's how it works. You don't have to make a deal with the devil, and you don't have to give it your power. The power that the devil or whatever entity or whatever person has over you, it doesn't work if you don't give them your power, if you're not afraid. So remember just how powerful you are. No one can make you do anything without your consent, and even if they use certain malevolent tactics to make you comply, you still have a choice to make whether you comply with the fear or not. It's like, yeah, things can scare you and you can get afraid. Like, everyone has fear, and it's not wrong to be afraid, but when you have that fear, you have to become firm in your own energy, in your own vibration, and say, I'm not going to let this affect me. I'm not going to let this fear overpower me. Like, yeah, if you get afraid, just ask yourself, what am I afraid of? What do I think is going to happen? So what does this look like in day-to-day life? So I'm not just talking about ideas. I'll put myself on the dissection plate. We'll take a look at how it worked in my life, just to give an example. So I used to get afraid of people, of other people's energy. As an empath, a lot of empaths experience this, and you're afraid to spend time with other people, to be around other people, because you're like, okay, I'm trying to like heal myself and like just feel good in my own energy. I'm afraid of other people's energy. It's going to overwhelm me. I don't want to feel their anger. I don't want to feel their sadness. I don't want to feel whatever issues they've got going on. I got my own issues and I don't want to deal with it. But truth be told, you don't have to deal with it. You do not have to be afraid. Because I felt fear towards other people's energy, it was doing exactly what I was afraid of what it would do. It's kind of like fear manifestation. And if you allow your fears to overtake you, you will be in that resonance, and you can actually create some problems that might not even happen. Like, maybe you're afraid that like someone doesn't like you, or they're saying bad things about you, so you have this aura when you're around them, and then they're like, that person seems like super like non-talkative and they don't want anything to do with me, and then they do start gossiping about you or something like that. So if you believe that those people can affect you in that way, those people you're afraid of, then they will. But if you recognize that you don't have to take on the other people's energies, you don't have to take on anything, like whatever's coming at you, you don't have to let it overwhelm you, because you are the universe itself. You are a beautiful flower in this cosmic dance that is existence. And it's pretty amazing, and again, this experience is for you, so you don't have to let it overwhelm you. And some other great ways to empower yourself. That's the main thing, is empowering yourself, and this is a process. The fears we have are energetic wounds that are deep in our bodies, maybe from childhood, maybe from an extremely traumatic experience. So it can take time, but if you just remember these things, remember that you are powerful, and remember to empower yourself and not allow the fear to overtake you, then you'll be doing just great. One way that I like to empower myself is going out into nature, taking a nice nature bath. I know there's awesome research coming out of Japan, all the amazing things that nature can do for your wellness and mental health. and they call it nature bath, which I think is so appropriate. It's just like, yes, let me wash off all that energy and cleanse my aura by being out in nature. And it's so grand and lovely. And yeah, so these fears and things can get caught in our energetic bodies, so getting out into nature is a good way to cleanse yourself again, to feel empowered and be like, oh yeah, I'm a divine, super divine being, so divine that I stutter sometimes. I'm a divine being, just another creature out here in nature, and I don't have to be afraid, because this is my experience, this is my story that I'm creating for myself. It's my reality. Another great way, meditation. That is probably, like, if you're interested in magic at all, you really should be meditating. It's kind of like the bread and butter of magic. Yes, there's lots of ways to do magic, but it's like the ability to redirect your thoughts, like redirecting your fearful thoughts. Meditation will help with that, because you can observe your thoughts without identifying with them. That's one of the most valuable things that meditation has done for me, is allowed me to just sit in my own sacred space, in my own energy, and if I have all these thoughts of things that I might be worried about, I might be afraid of, I might be stressed about, you just observe them and remember, I am not those thoughts. What I am is so much more expansive than that. And you don't have to worry about anything when you're meditating. And you can take that into your day-to-day life, and that's a skill that carries over in any moment. You have that strength of consciousness, expanding your consciousness, strengthening it. It's like exercising a muscle, like you have to practice. Another way to empower yourself is to connect with your higher self. That's kind of what I've been alluding to this whole time. In lots of different traditions, people talk about things like their higher self, like an aspect of God or a guardian angel, however you want to think of it. Connect with those beings, whatever way that you choose to do that, whether it's meditation, whether it's learning about your ancestors, whether it's using some magic protective stones like an amulet, to connect with your higher self, that self that is your strongest, most powerful vibration, that self that resonates purely. So like with sound waves, let's say, if something is quiet, a louder sound is going to overpower those waves and overwhelm them. So you want to have that higher self, your strongest vibration that you connect with, that can't be overwhelmed because you're connected to it. And then no matter what comes at you, like whether it's a curse, like, yeah, people are afraid of black magic and that stuff goes on, but even with curses and things like that, they do not work. They absolutely do not work if you do not give them the power to work against you. And that's how to know that you are protected. If you know that you are sure of your vibration, you don't have to worry about anyone's malevolent intentions, be it an individual, maybe a scary practitioner of magic that got mad at you, or a government, or any institution or organization. You don't have to be afraid of anything. It's all going to go well for you. But you do have to believe that. If you are afraid and you're trying to hide from that fear and pretend that you're not, it's not going to work. You know what you're really afraid of, whether you admit it to yourself on a conscious level or not, and you are in that vibration. You can't pretend to not be afraid of something that you are. But keep empowering yourself, get your meditation on, go do some barefoot earthing out in nature, cleanse yourself with a nice shower or bath, jump into the ocean, things like that. That will help you to empower your own energy. We all have these energetic bodies. There are different auras and things that project from different chakras, different energy centers of the body. And if you allow yourself to expand and be strong in your own energy, all these paltry, wayward curses and fearful tactics, they're just not gonna come through. You're just vibrating too hard. So if you're afraid that anyone's gonna come along and kill your vibe, you don't have to be afraid, because I'm just vibing too high. Like, can't kill my vibe. I'm vibing too high. So, I hope that this video has been helpful to you. I'm a little rusty on the YouTube, so I'm gonna keep getting better. That's okay, I don't have to be afraid, and neither do you. So until next time, embrace the chaos. You are a powerful, amazing, beautiful entity. I'll be seeing you next time.